Aloha mai.
Aloha.
First off, I was received a phone call several months ago, inviting me to join a group. And on this conference call, there were several other Hawaiian farmers that recommended for me to be a participant in this. And as the head organizers were trying to explain to me who or what the Shaka movement was, I listened to them. But as I listened to them, I realized that I knew my answer, what my answer was going to be from very early on. And I looked at this as basically a responsibility, or what we in Hawaii say, kuleana. Everyone who is born and raised in Hawaii, whether you are Kanaka or just born in these islands, you are raised under a certain philosophy of life. And attached to that is this motto or this creed that we live by. Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. And many of us have many, many different interpretations of what that means, because some had their explanation and interpretation by their tutus or their grandparents or their great-grandparents from their shared wisdom. Some have acquired their interpretation from their parents. Some have acquired their interpretation of this motto from their kumu or their teachers. And some have acquired that from fellow students that they run with or fellow peers. But regardless, the commonality of the understanding of ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono really comes down to, do you know what is pono? Do you know what is the right way to live? And in that, you must always look at what are the effects and effects of any decision, any action, any conduct of behavior. If that decision or action is a negative or a negativity upon the children, upon the keiki. If it's a negativity upon the kupuna or the elders. If it's a negativity onto the aina, the land, the soil, yeah, it affects the soil and all the life in it. If it affects the water, affects the ocean and the fish in there. If the decision also affects the air, changes the quality of the air, and also affects the animal life up there. And in all decisions and all actions, if any area is affected in a negative manner, then that decision is not pono. And so growing up here, everyone has that mana, or that spiritual essence that is within us. Innately, we know what is pono. Innately, we know what is right and what is not right. So when I was asked to join this Shaka movement, it was really not only an issue of GMO. For me, it was the effects of genetic engineering, more in particular, the cocktail mixing of pesticides and chemicals, crossing over and mixing and matching different chemicals. Using hindsight of events and activities that have taken place here on our island. 30, 40 years, an agrochemical company, a farm company sprayed DDT. 30, 40 years later, we still cannot say if our water is not tainted or is it safe. So here are my concerns are, with this constant spraying. The weather here, 24/7, beautiful. In the mainland, they have winter. They have a fallowing period of laying the land. Over here, they spray our land every day. They kill our soil, taint our water potentially. So I have great concerns. And so it goes back to what is pono. And so if it's not safe, yeah, then the people should stand up and say, this is not safe. Prove to us that it is.